Hello and welcome to the channel. We're going to be playing through Doki Literature Club. This is a semi-blind playthrough. Please no spoilers. I have a very good friend helping me voice some of the characters and judging me in person. So, he is silently judging me, people.
That's not nice.
Alright, and let's start the new game. Hey.
And I get
This-
showing again.
Huh? Oh. Doop. I did a dumb. There you go. Now you should be able to see it. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air, like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Now we'd get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Fiori catch up to me. Get over there.
Doing the voices.
Huh?
Doing the voice.
Okay. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
I can't see it.
You can't. Can you see it?
No, hold on. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
Thank you. Now she can see it, folks.
That's mean, Ironclaw.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Ironclaw, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any club. I haven't been looking either.
Well, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yeah, it does sound like somebody you know.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't keep making me worry about you. Don't make me keep worrying about you.
All right, all right. I'll look into add a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to eat her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The
I
school
feel like
day is as ordinary as ever, and over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, look for an ounce of motivation. There, club. Kaori wants me to check out some club. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello.
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom by spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
Thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, let you come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Ah, words. Sorry, guys. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. Ugh. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay.
Yes, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Men out there everywhere know what it's like to sell your soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sarah always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Okay, feminazi.
Nah, you're gonna be Monica. I can't do all 4 voices.
Iron Claw. What a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Husky.
The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right?
That's right. Great to see you again, Ironclaw. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We barely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Though having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little. You too, Monica.
Sit down, Ironclaw. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it had been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay. Are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
How cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
You know. I didn't take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
Yes.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and was already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. Icing is sweet, full of flavor. Wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
What's fighting me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made up for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy.
Alright. Alright. Look at the blush on that face, though. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. Carefully place a teacup in front of. He carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri just trying to impress you.
That's not.
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined clubs yet. Sayori seemed really happy there, so that's okay. Hey, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you're right at home. You feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget, publicity, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I fulfilled that dream.
Monica's a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it's more. It makes school events like the festivals much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow the club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
Oh, Wine Club, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read from these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head perks up. It looks like she wants to say something. Quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking. Anyway, What about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. So reserved and timid the moment I walked in. Obvious by the way her eyes light up finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
And I've heard this one has them.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Ooh. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something at a minimal level. At this rate, you as well have be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that someone as
I guess you could say that. But if a
this
story
big.
makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, what's that? Well, I just.
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like we're working on a poem called
Say it out loud! And give that back.
Fine, Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Joyce slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulder.
Cute.
Natsuki, write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very competent writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
You have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel well, not enough to share hers.
Mm,
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have been an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home, write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Iron Claw? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, but
Sorry, I thought. Uncle.
you all, I'm, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? This is if writing the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the club. One by one, the girls' eyes light.
Slappy.
They already wraps her arms around, jumping up and down. Hey.
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for the cupcake, if you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Okay. Every man has just came for the cupcakes before. Then that makes it official.
Monica, get your hair out of my nose!
Club. Thanks, I guess.
I can taste your hair gel!
Okay, everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting that we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Ironclaw, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit chat about as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Clots, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
Right, see, Ori and I never walk home together anymore. We always stay after school clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yay!
With that, the two of us depart the club room, our way home. The whole way, back and forth between Ori, Natsuki, Yuri, of course Monica. Well, will I really be happy spending it after literature club. Perhaps I'll have a chance close to one of these girls. All right. I just need most of my circumstance. Good fortune will find me. Actually, I'm sure it won't. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Or it doesn't. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem. Okay.
Okay, so this is where you start to decide who is it that you're really gonna go for. Because depending
Oh,
on who your choice is, I can assist you with choosing the proper words.
I'm sure you could. You know, next door neighbor.
Are you?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So let's see here.
What is her thing?
She's kind of sort of a mix between like happy stuff, but not too cute. But
So,
also like philosophy and effulgent, that would be Yuri. I hate saying like extraordinary. I think would be like a Sayori word.
yeah.
Okay. Hold on. See, Candy would be Natsuki, so it would be like I want to say either Precious, Rain Cloud, or Blanket because Sayori's kind of in the middle.
Natsuki.
Which one did you pick? I didn't see it.
Blanket.
Oh, darn it! I probably would have said Rain Cloud. Okay, hold on.
Melody.
I think so actually. Oh gosh,
Wow.
dang it!
I guess
Oh, wait, no,
we're.
I have a better idea. Give me 2 seconds.
Uh,
Like, why am I sitting here guessing?
us?
Okay, see now I have things. Okay, believe it or not, dark
Okay.
love,
Rainbow? No, that would
sunny,
be a not. Huh?
sunny, family,
Clouds?
believe it or not, no. Hold on. Cheer.
Holiday lipstick. Jump. Portrait. Rose. Unrequited. Cream. Ambient. Bed. Twirl.
Holiday.
Holiday. Kind of figured. Joy.
Romance actually.
What's the brown chicken? Brown cow. Agonizing. Uncontrollable. Vivacious. Sensation. Pink. Disarray. Whistle. Landscape. Marriage. Sugar.
Marriage.
That's on every girl's mind.
No, not really. Together.
Together. Okay, yeah, that makes. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do the next one by myself. Not this word. Shiny, no. The next like home thing. If we
Okay.
do this again.
Okay. Okay, so give me a second. Let me look through the other ones. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Flower. Excitement. Fireflies.
Laugh.
Yes.
Daydream.
Yes.
Giggle.
No.
Happiness.
Yes.
Fantasy would be this one. Why would be this one? Out. Passion.
Passion.
Wonderful.
Check this out. Either wonderful or scars. Why did I do this last time?
Hi again, Iron Claw. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. While I'm back at the literature.
Actually, did you want me to take all four? Because I can do that.
Don't mind.
Sure.
It was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Ironclaw. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayuri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
Mouse got away from me.
And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself between Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Ironclaw always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. You almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Ironclaw can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in.
On 1 hour of sleep. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what.
Is it so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is. How is this girl accidentally got a book she like, despite me not reading? Sure, thank you. I will definitely read. Enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That isn't the case. Monica, Theory and Monica are having a corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one bothered today. Slumped down in the. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Guess I could always read the book Yuri gave, but I'm a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Close my eyes and listening to Monica.
Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Hmm. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Hmm, that doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the things that speak to their creative mind.
What's this? Yuri is. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
That's a good point.
In that
In that
case,
case, you hush her. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Oh, what kind? Oh, well, I guess we could. Eggs! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
I find myself smiling. In the end, she is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, has trouble finding any motivation at all. Theory can put her mind to other things and come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. What? I open my eyes to find Shiori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all.
See, I told you.
It's your fault for sleeping like that. The hell, Uncle? This isn't the napping club.
You could have fooled me with all this book talk. Does our school have a napping club? I might join that.
You're staying up late again, aren't you?
I mean, video games don't play themselves.
Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know.
The hell you say?
You'll need to get used to it.
The fuck I will. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Is not.
Damn sure it is.
Yeah. I know.
Do you?
Sarcastic voice.
Do you really?
You're always looking out for me, Sayori. You little stalker.
It's what I do best.
Stalking me? That's kind of creepy. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. Sounds familiar. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
That's a secret.
So the answer is none. I
One. One. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Finally, my character gets something right. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. That weak smile, the fingers put together, the eyebrows. You didn't sleep last night. Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
I explained that to you. You were clearly in a rush this morning.
What you talking about, Willis?
Look at your hair. Sticking out all around here and here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. It's no use. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that.
I don't own a brush.
There's more than just your hair. And I'll get you one. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar. Looks like you've been...
What is this, breadcrumbs?
I try to wipe off the stain with my fingers.
Nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. It looks like semen on your collar. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you.
Is that hair gel?
Is that hair gel? Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, meanie.
I'll be meanie to you later. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. What kind of student are you?
I don't wanna.
Seriously, Sayori.
No.
Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Because you're stalking me?
That's super mean.
I mean, she kind of is a stalker. Am I right or wrong?
Wow, you call your best friend a stalker? That's just rude. You're the one coming in my house and cleaning my shit.
Sorry, but she'll thank me later.
You want to talk about who's a stalker? You coming into my room and cleaning.
I'm over here dying laughing. Oh. I start to button up her blazer from the bottom.
Well,
Look,
being a stalker, I
I'll
didn't tell you to
dress
touch
you.
my jacket.
You didn't tell me not to. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. I bet you were not thinking of me butting up your blazer today, were you?
This is so funny.
What is?
Oh? I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
Okay, guys. If a girl asks you this question, never answer it like that. Or this. I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Hey,
You have two major issues. That's why they might come off.
hey, brief.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near her chest. Like I said, there's two big reasons why I can't button that.
Not as big as your ears.
Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
I mean, my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. It's
I'm a
true,
growing
but don't say
girl.
that out loud.
I'm a growing girl.
Anyway, you look much better now, so feel strange. Dory's laser button up like
Puppy. It's not worth it at all.
Dory hastily unbuttons her blazer once.
Phew. That's so much better.
Dory puts her arms out and twirls around.
Keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that?
That's what I'm asking you.
And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. You take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
No. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
If I was gonna say anything embarrassing, I'd be like, hey, remember that one time you went to bed like 3 days ago? Only if you focus on going to bed earlier and not wetting it.
You wet my bed, not me.
Excuse me, mister. I'm gonna go into somebody else's house and be like, I'm gonna cook food. Bro,
Fine,
why are you in my house? I'm not even awake.
fine. It's a deal. Over here wetting beds and shit.
I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Ouch, I feel attacked.
That was a personal attack.
Oh.
This little stalker bitch.
Says the one who comes into my house and cooks me food at like 5:30 a.m. I'm not even awake.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? Perfect timing for that line.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning
Probably not the best idea.
and cook after I wake up, not before I wake up.
Well, what way am I waking? Never mind. You're
Maybe
doing
you
it
purpose
again,
this time.
Sayori.
Oh, I was joking that time,
Sure she was.
kind of.
And it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Hey everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote down?
Oof.
Yay!
No.
Hi, Claude. I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah. Same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I can really find much inspiration. I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Yeah. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. You can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from it. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly fly as well, reaching for their own bags. I do the same myself.
Who
What
you
we
share
read
is
first?
also important. So, whoever you wrote it for, share it with them first.
She's my good friend after all, so I'll share it with her.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Iron Claw.
Eh,
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Yuri. Seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ow, I feel
Oh,
attacked. Ow,
oh,
ow,
bullshit.
ooh, ow.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's.
Oof.
Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an Iron Claw poem! And that makes it feel extra special.
Oh, Iron Claw makes her feel extra special, guys.
Like I can feel your feelings in it.
He wants to feel him too.
Feel the feelings. Feel the feelings, Iron Claw.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest.
Hug the feelings.
You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Eh, well, of
Okay.
course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
Dean, it's like I said before, Eggclaw. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know?
That's bullshit. We both know I'm an asshole.
Okay, but there's a difference.
That was an attack at me.
But there's a difference. Trying new things like this for other people? That's something that only really good people do.
Again, hey Ori, think too highly of me.
I'm not for.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means. All.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
When's the day I throw the balloons at you girls? That's all I'm saying.
That will be my way of thanking you.
Hey. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay!
That inappropriate comment. And then this. So either she was actually excited in game, which is the case, or she wants to be a stripper. Now you'll read my poem. Oh, that's you.
I'm still too busy laughing. Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed. Makes me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you sure? You asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? A look above, the sky is blue. I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I'd sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Me.
You just hangry. Oof. What the?
Wait, why is there like a black bar on the side?
That's what I'm
the heck?
saying. Give me 1 second. We're gonna pause the recording.